This is Fred Beck from Fred Talks Fighting. I'm at the AVN Awards today in Las Vegas, joined by the one, the only, Danny D. It's good to see you again, mate.
Nice to see you, mate. How's it going? You enjoying the show?
It's my second day. It's good, I enjoy it. It's a whole different world, I think that's a good way to put it. It's kind of like dumping me in the middle of Korea and not being able to speak the language and saying, go on, find your way around. It's like that.
Yeah, it's definitely an eye-opening experience. I mean, they can't see, but to our right, a man is currently holding a blow-up doll. There's three barely dressed ladies all around him. There's a man dressed in what can only be described as some sort of frog suit next to us with a selfie stick. So yeah, there's carnage going on everywhere. We're representing the Barristers booth, having some fun. Yeah, it's good. It's nice to be back.
Do you enjoy doing things like this? I know it's like you're meeting all your fans, you get to see other people in the industry. I guess for you it's not really a networking thing, but for a lot of people who aren't as well known as you, it will be considered a networking thing, kind of get to know more people. But do you enjoy doing these things now, so late on in your career?
Yeah, definitely. It's always good to see like the fans and the people that kind of make us able to do this and stuff. And it's also just great to catch up with the talent and get to see all my friends again and see other girls that I haven't worked with, talk to people about projects we want to work on or shoot. Yeah, in general, it's always good to come here. As I say, just catching up with everyone is the best bit. So.
And the parties aren't bad either.
The parties aren't bad either. They keep you. I have a bit of a rusty throat this morning from one last night, the Brazzers party. But yeah, it's AVN, it's Vegas. You just got to keep going, keep drinking, and you'll be all right.
What was the Brazzers party like? I couldn't go. I'm 18, and you'd be 21 to do this sort of thing. But what was it like? Was it good?
It was good. It was very fancy. There were some ice sculptures and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, one of them, they was pouring shots through the ice sculpture. Yeah, it was great. Steve Aoki was there. Yeah, so it was a cool little vibe. I think it wrapped up about 1:30, 2 o'clock, something like that.
That's quite early.
It was quite early, yeah. A few people started slurring the words. A few little drinks were spilled, and I think we was like, do you know what? Let's leave it here. Let's leave our dignities intact,
Yeah,
and you know.
Let's keep the good PR.
That's it. You know, we don't want everyone falling out of the Brazzers party. So, but yeah, no, it was a good night had by all. So, back on the booth nice and early this morning.
Oh, wow,
so, everyone's
what
fresh
time?
Faces. I think it was 12, so it wasn't that early. But we had a meeting at 10. So yeah, everyone was kind of down here. A little bit of a game talk and.
No one was awake in that meeting. Everyone was kind of slumped like that in the meeting.
Let's go, guys.
Yeah,
Sharpies at the ready. You know.
No one can concentrate. But what's your life like outside of your job, outside of the industry? What do you tend to get up to?
I'm a normal geezer, really, to be honest. I do normal things. I like my cars, I like fishing. As I say, yeah, I'm just not your stereotypical what you'd expect from a star, I suppose, or a corn star, we should say. But yeah, as I say, like a bit of fishing, like my cars, talking with the boys, having a smoke, you know, or a bit of thing, playing a PlayStation, just everything else normal people do, really.
Because you were a builder at the very beginning, and I take it you kind of kept the quite a humble mentality. Even seeing you interact with people yesterday, I've met kind of all types of different, kind of the top tier celebrities, people who aren't that well known, people who are quite well off, people who aren't well off. And kind of talking to you now, and seeing you interact with people, you're generally just down to earth, normal guy.
Yeah, I mean, it's what it is, really. It's just, yeah, I'm just me. As I say, I think no need to put an act on, is there? As I say, it is what it is. And yeah, I mean, look, if I was on site or whatever and I met a porn star, I'd have a million of my questions. I'd be like, right, how does this work? Like, yeah, like, do they just suck your, you know what I mean? I'd have all these questions. So, yeah, I get it. So I'm always happy to talk to people and, you know, just be on the level.
And you mentioned you're a big fan of cars there. When you got to the stage in your career where you're earning some quite good money, what was your dream car that you then bought?
My dream car was an M3 that I wanted for so long. I didn't end up buying it in the end.
Why not?
I'm a bit tight, really, and I didn't want to spend a lot of money on it. So I ended up just entering competitions, and I won it.
Oh, wow.
So that worked out, and I won an M3 instead. So, you know, penny pinching and gambling on competition sites. I don't know which was the better. I probably bought the car and tickets, but yeah.
So even now in your life, where you've done very well for yourself, you're still quite humble with your money and how you spend it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone likes wasting cash, you know what I mean? I haven't got an abundance, I haven't got as much as I'd like, so...
Even though, I love how you say, no one loves wasting cash. We are in Las Vegas right now, where it happens the most.
We currently are losing a lot of cash here in Las Vegas at the moment, but yeah, look, it's one of them, you know, I think everyone could do with a bit more, but I'm not frivolous. I'm quite aware of what I do. You know, I'm not going to be able to do this at 85. It's we are considered like athletes in that sense, you know, that we can't work forever, you know, so got to be a little bit savvy.
Will there be one last video before you retire?
Oh, the Swan Song.
What's that?
Well, it's the last hurrah.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Swan Song, yeah. I mean, well, my plan was like I'd win like an obscene amount of money, like Euro Millions type thing, you know. that way I could just like buy every girl in the industry, you know, just do one scene where like it's just me versus hub.
So it's like 1v20, 1v50.
Yeah, like I'm on about like the top 150 girls, you know, let's just go crazy. I'll just sit there.
That lens must have to be really big.
I think we'd have to do it like I'll just sit in a chair and we'd bring them in. I don't know, like just one bounce or something. Just...
And that's how you go out.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably die doing it, you know, I'd probably just go bleh, you know.
You retire and you also pass away.
That's it, it would just be like in memoriam of Danny D. The scene that he never finished, you know.
On your tombstone, Danny and then the capital D.
And they credit the one that got me in the end, you know, the last girl just...
In brackets at the very bottom.
Yeah.
But what age do you think you retire and how many years do you got left?
I mean, look, I'm going to keep doing this as long as I can. I mean, I'll be happy if they wheel me out, mate, at 75, wheel me onto set for the job. I'm happy with that. Like, it's the girl I feel sorry for, but, you know, I'll be happy. Look, I'm never really going to say, you know, hopefully the market changes and people want to see a really, really old Danny D with wrinkly and then I haven't got to retire, you know. Who knows? Or they won't, and then I'll have to retire. I'll be forced into retirement, so who knows?
Yeah, I don't need to take for too long. I'll keep it a couple more minutes. I've got a few more questions. Who are the most? There's a lot of people in the industry. You just mentioned there you could do like a 1 and be 150. Who over the years? Who are the most favourite people you should be able to shoot with?
Such a tough question, and I always say with this one, like it's almost like there's a rotating top 10. You know what I mean? Because each scene's different, each scene's unique. Just because you have like one great scene with one performer doesn't mean you'll have that same energy next time, you know what I mean? But so yeah, it revolves, you know. As I say, I have a revolving top 10 if you like.
Okay. Can you name any names?
Yeah, Phoenix Marie, Madison Ivy LaBelle, there's tons of hot girls. But yeah, some of my favourites to work with there. But yeah, as I say, it always changes. I'm always adding to the list. So.
Okay. And I've got a question about the public perception of this industry. Do you feel that over the years, it's like more kind of stars and kind of, I guess, workers, they become to do more media, you see them on more podcasts, more interviews, they've got their own YouTube channels now. Do you think it's become more accepted over the last few years?
I think so, and it's just part and parcel of it, you know. Look, when I got into porn, I honestly was just interested in getting blowjobs, and now I have to do TikTok days, and that's mental. Like, I'm 35, mate. I have to do silly dances on TikTok.
I'm 18, so that's double my age.
Thanks for that. I appreciate it.
No, I'm sorry.
And not quite, actually. Maths boy, do you know what I mean?
Basics. Oh, wow, it's made me look really bad then, isn't it?
Until August, I ain't got long, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, look, as I say, there's a wealth of wisdom behind these eyes. I'll go with that.
What do you do for your birthday?
Hopefully working. No, I don't know. I'll probably go fishing somewhere, to be honest. Take a little couple of days off from work and set myself up around the lake. That'd be me happy.
I go fishing with my uncle sometimes.
Nice.
I'm not a massive fan of it because what you do, I guess, is rod fishing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, my uncle does like a net fishing. So someone stands on the beach and then they get in their little rowing boat, and then the guy on the beach is holding the net, and the guy on the rowing boat is like reeling the net out,
Right.
and it's kind of done in a massive loop.
Gotcha.
Over there's a gap.
Yep.
So there's the gap of water, and you do it in that gap. So I guess you catch all the fish going through, but he only catches like 3 or 4 fish every time.
Wow.
Like, so each what would you call it? Each time he does it, he only catches like 10 fish, and that takes about 4 hours. So never the biggest fan of it myself.
Yeah.
How long do you have to fish for with a rod? Is it just random every time?
Yeah, I mean, I do a lot of carp fishing, so yeah, a lot of campaign waters. You can be on there for ages, you know, and not catch. You know, you can put nights and nights in and not and blank, as we say. It's part of it, you know. If you go and catch every time, it wouldn't be fun anymore. Do you know? I mean, it's a bit like gambling. If you put your money in and win every time, it's not going to happen, you know. So, but part of it's just being out there, you know, having your hooks in the water. You got a chance.
Yeah. Okay. Danny, you came across really well here, so I appreciate you. Thank you, Danny.
Mate. Thank you very much. Enjoy AVN.